Batiste is a CPA from what I heard. A certified professional. All right, so today we are going to be talking about Love is Blind After the Altar. I'm also going to be putting this on my ends to curl my hair, the ends for Valentine's Day. Cute little look. I'm going to wear to work tomorrow. I'm going to try to see if I can get some pictures before I clock in. So we're going to go, I'm going to split this up into 3 sections. We're going to be talking about, let's do 2 at a time because I want to be here all day. We're here to talk about the couples and then my overall review of the show. Let's start off because we're already 1 minute into this too long. So we're going to start off with Brennan and Alexa, aka My Lobster. First things first. I know y'all saw those allegations. Oops, that's not English. It's not. I'm twisting right here. I know you guys saw those allegations. All right. So they're alleged right now. I can't report on them, but I'm definitely going to post pictures here for you guys to see what we're talking about. All right. So you guys can see that I'm curling it. And then you're going to put the knot right here. So my issue was the dress for her birthday. Her birthday choice for the dress really threw me off because I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't understand where the fashion was supposed to be at. Like I said before, even me with how tiny I am, I always go a size up. Okay. Even this jacket that I'm wearing is a medium. I'm technically an extra small. I'm 4 on top, size 8 on the bottom. But even I go a size up because I want to be able to make room for me to eat or exhale and inhale. Not this thing breaking on camera. Wow. Anyways, the dress threw me off. I felt like she was trying to prove something. I don't know what she was trying to prove because I just couldn't imagine being married and my man is cool with me having everything out. Okay. Number 2, fake beef that Brennan had for Cole was killing me. It was killing me slowly. Because my thing is like, this is how you know someone really got beef with you. If you sit them down and be like, what did I do wrong? How can I fix it? If they don't give you an answer, they just want to have beef just to be relevant, just to have drama. I just want to let you know that. That's number 1. So I'm going to say my predictability for their longevity. I feel like their overall relationship gives me vibes that is giving very much lapdog. It's giving very much, Brendan likes the perks that Alexa gives him with familial connections and everything. And I don't see it lasting very long. I see it getting to the point where either he wakes up one day and realizes that, you know, if these allegations don't come out first, but I can see him waking up one day and just realizing that he doesn't want the pressures of trying to make more money to fulfill her lifestyle, which there's nothing wrong with that, but we need to start dating our wage as well. Okay. So we're going to go to MC Matt and Colleen, aka I have a note here. It says anger management. Something about the fact that they still are not living together is giving sus vibes. And the fact that I feel like some people might say, oh, well, it was a lease. I was like, listen, I've lived in plenty of apartment. And I can tell you this right now, ain't no lease that strong. Okay. And no offense, but it's not like they were getting pennies from the press that came with the show. I think that every time Colleen talks, she takes a breath to look over to Matt. Like I said, I'm no professional body language reader, but I am an observationalist. Another one broke. I am an observationalist. Okay, it comes from having a psychology degree where I can notice body language and I can tell you this right now, something's not right there. I feel like he doesn't make her feel safe enough that she wants to move in with him as well. Because if it's somebody you're crazy about, you're going to find any type of loophole left and right to try to get with them. So something about the fact that they're still not living together, like subconsciously, her gut is trying to protect her. So, all right, we're going to move on to ZC, aka Zenab, and what's his name? Cole. We're going to call him the cutie story. I have it written down in my notes that people really think female narcissists go undetected because no one sees us as a threat. Like literally, Zenab is on a smear campaign that was successful because she got Brennan to vote for her, but she's on a smear campaign. It's giving very much. Hey, I got caught on camera lying. Let me try to get people on my smear campaign. Like, it sucks because when there's actually real situations where you shouldn't cry wolf, People don't believe you because people like Zainab. Also, Cole is not innocent himself. I feel like subconsciously he knew that they weren't a match, but he wanted to see it through. Okay. Is this another one that broke? How many of these are going to break today? But I just hope they never talk to each other ever again. Cause I think he was we would date after we were friendly. Like, no, someone like Zainab, I've been friends with someone like that before, where you feel like you have to walk on eggshells to be in their presence. It's not going to do you good because you end up shrinking yourself. Okay. All right. We're going to go to SR. Pimping out. SR is Sikuru and Raven, aka Pimping All Over the World. When I tell you, my heart breaks for Raven. And it sucks because I feel like on some level, I feel like she doesn't have as much sympathy because people are like, she's got those green eyes, those almond eyes, she's light skinned, They don't go through anything. She'll bounce back. But nothing's more disheartening and when you put your all into someone and they prove to be exactly what they said they weren't going to be. Like, that's a different type of mistrust. And then SK, my thing about SK is that I've met his type before as well. Very much they want the main trophy wife at home, someone who they can parade at their parties, and they want their Publix cake to eat too. So my thing is the fact that one thing I've always wanted to ask men who do that and women is that why even go through all that? Like, it's not like back in the day when, getting cake to eat was hard unless you were married. Now the cake be buy one, get one. Like, I don't understand the point of going through all this. Like, this made absolutely no sense to go through. It made no sense to go through all of this. Like, absolutely, to this day, like, legend has it, Claire's still trying to figure that out. Which I wish them the best. Hopefully she has them blocked and everything. So we're going to go to BN, basically CPA certified professional. I had to censor myself. He's literally keeping Nancy around as a self-esteem booster. And you can't tell me different. At the end of the day, you can't sit there and tell me and then there was a good theory that I thought about as well, was the fact that Nancy doesn't know how to let go because she doesn't really get over the men in her life. Think about this. Like, she still has that company with her ex. That should have been the first. Now, that's the one thing with Barstool was correct about, was the fact that he was like, why are you still in business with your ex? I was like, that is correct, because you could easily be a silent investor, or you can have a liaison between. The fact that she still meets up with her ex and like, she doesn't truly move on. The thing about men, one thing about men, they love that ego being stroked. Like, it's on their vision board. Like, men love having their ego being stroked, just like they love their ego being stroked. So keeping somebody like that around, I can see a man taking advantage of that. And I feel like Nancy is just such I want to put her in my pocket. Like, I want to put her in my pocket. She's so sweet. But I really feel like, mama, you older now. Like, if you were no offense, but if you're 24, if you're 24 or something, then I'd be like, okay, but ma'am, you grown. You know better than that. You know better than that, mama. Okay, mamita? I feel so bad for her, but take this as a learning lesson. And I hope a year from now, she can sit there and tell us about how she went to therapy, because she does not need another man. No. How she went to therapy and she was able to truly let herself love another person, because I don't know, something about Nancy, I want to protect her. Bulbasaur, we'll find out. Bulbasaur is going to be that person that he's going to turn 38. You hear now. Bulbasaur is going to turn 38 and then realize that he lost somebody like Nancy, and then he's going to create a podcast about how women ain't trash. I already projected that for him. And our final couple is AV, aka Andrew and Visine. I was waiting for them to bring Andrew back on the show. I really wanted them to bring Andrew back. I really wanted them to bring Andrew back. It's something about the fact that he sat there and straight face lie. Andrew, come on, baby. He sat there and did that just to be on the show. But I mean, they brought him back. If it's one thing about Love Is Blind is messy, and they messy. They try to act like they're better than that. Okay, so we're gonna go into our second section, is the overall review of the show. So, as someone who gets paid to watch patterns all day, I told you I work in accounting. As someone who gets paid to watch patterns, I notice a pattern. Love is Blind is like Dungeons and Dragons. Think about it. Everybody has a role. You have the innocent one. That's going to be Nancy. You have the fan favorite. That's Raven. Like, you have the secretly a player. That's SK. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, they literally have it where everybody's playing a role. And it's wild to me that we didn't pick this up. Like, I really feel like it's giving Dungeons and Dragons. I wonder who the healer on the team is, but because if you guys don't know, if you're not into like that, which if you aren't, catch up. But you need to watch Vox Machina. But if you're not into that, basically Dungeons and Dragons, like whenever they go on a mission, everybody always has a job. Okay, so same thing with Love is Blind. Like, everybody has a job. Like, everybody has a role on Love is Blind to play, and it's just killing me that we didn't notice this thing in the first place. Overall, I give it this season. I give the season a 2 out of 5. It was very, very boring. Like, even with the drama of everything that blew up after the fact with Raven SK, which I think, I don't know. I just don't like that it all came out so quickly. You couldn't even, like, they couldn't even have time to like really like process it. It's all over the news. Okay. So that was like really messed up. I feel like any scientific experiment, the longer you do it, the more data you have. However, that data is now compromised because everybody knows about it. Something about the fact that I'm like, how many of these are gonna break today? But something about the fact that so many people know about Love is Blind kind of loses its authenticity. Because think about it. Remember Catfish first came out? When Catfish first came out, I felt like everybody was generally catfishing people. Now it's just people you don't like. now it's like people you like personally know are like catfishing you now. But before, it was literally strangers on the internet who were catfishing you. So I feel like the longer the show goes on, the less authentic it is. And that sucks because it started off with such good promise. The reason I'm not even like a reality TV watcher like that anymore. But this one caught my eye because it was unique. So that brings me to my last point. And my last point is the future of Love is Blind. And honestly, the future of Love is Blind, they're probably casting as we speak, child. Like, they're probably casting as we speak. I really feel like it's not the same anymore. I feel like that magic that they caught was like catching lightning in a bottle with Lauren and Cameron in the first season, and I feel like everybody else was capping. And I still to this day, like I said, this is my personal belief. I still to this day, I feel like Georgina, whatever her name was, but Gigi from the first season, I feel like once she realized that for you to stay on the show, you had to commit to somebody. She knew from first, Mr. whatever his name, he's so irrelevant. She knew from the first day that Buddy was not on point. She knew that. But she was like, dang, I gotta stay on the show. I gotta get relevancy. You know, let me try to deal with that. Because I feel like that's what they did with Shayna. Like, honestly, the biggest question is that, will I watch the next season? I mean, it depends on who's in it. Because like I said, like something about this cast this season was just, like the second season wasn't too bad. Like, I loved me some Deep. Oh my God. But this season wasn't giving. Like, something about the cast, like I was rooting for no one. Like, something about Alexa comes off very, very pompous. And what killed me with her was when she was like, do you think we're in a position to give marriage advice? I was like, Mama, you're not in a marriage. You're in you're not in a marriage. You're in denial. Like, GPS is in Egypt. And if you think you guys are married, you guys are not. It's giving very much, the moment you stop making that much money, he gone. Brendan would leave her. I'm telling you this. I put this on my edges. Yes, I'm putting it on my edges. In a second, he would leave her. I'm telling you this. Like, I'm telling you, like, I'm not here to cap, as the young kids would say. I'm telling you, he would leave her in a second. Like, not even think twice about it. I'm just letting you know that. Sorry to take the romanticism out of it, but I don't feel authentic. I don't feel that word too. I can't say it, but I don't feel authenticity from them. I don't. It's giving very much lapdog. The moment she stops benefiting him, Brandon gone. Okay, Raven will be okay. Nancy needs to find a therapist, you know, and I really feel like she needs to find a therapist. And a lot of people say, oh, well, Zainab needs to find a therapist. So I was like, Zainab's emotionally not ready. Because the thing was like, you can sit there and want to be healed, but if you're not emotionally ready to be healed, save the $300 an hour. Save it for yourself. But will I be watching the next season? Final answer, yes. I'll be watching it because I still believe in the concept of the show. Now, they did start getting like a episode filler at the end with the perfect match, but I think the concept of the show is ridiculous. Ultimatum, I felt like the ultimatum was a little bit more entertaining. Like a little more entertaining to me because like everybody always wanted to like give their partner an ultimatum because it's just like I know you're not wasting my time. But this show is just giving very much Love is Blind All Stars. It's not anything that anybody's checking for. We didn't ask for it. It's like no one asked for this. No one sat there and was like, oh my God, I can't wait to watch this show. But you guys let me know what you think in the comments. I'm going to show you the end results as soon as I can. Don't forget to like, subscribe, share. It's clear here. So this is the end result. I think I did a good job. I feel like some of the curls were more curlier because I think I put like single strands in the front. So I think that's why they curled better. But this is the full, I just came from work, y'all. I'm exhausted. Mentally exhausted. Because people be like, oh, you're working at accounting. Some people are building our roads. No, they not. See them roads. Anyways, but yeah, so some of these, you know, people was loving it. I was giving Gossip Girl realness today at work. So, you know, I did a thing. But anyways, don't forget to subscribe, share. It's clear here. I'm going to bed.